survived the tragedy that was Nickelodeon Party Blast. Now to continue on with Nicktoons Unite for Nickelodeon Month. Hopefully this game won't be as bad, because I really don't want to go through another horrible game. I really don't. Well, let's get started, shall we? Professor Calamitous has started an evil syndicate consisting of Mr. Crocker, Plankton, and Vlad Plasmius to take over their respective worlds. So, as a way to combat this, Jimmy Neutron starts up a syndicate with Danny Phantom, Timmy Turner, and SpongeBob to help combat the evildoers across the universe and save their worlds. Again, the story is nothing special, but for a kids game it gets the job done, and it's very cool to see all the Nicktoons characters interact with each other, instead of just acknowledging the other person. The game has you play through 4 worlds for each character, and each character has close to 3 or 4 sub-levels to complete, with the last being a boss level. However, during each of the levels, the biggest problem you will run into would be the combat. As what happens, you run, then fight, and solve a puzzle, then fight, in the same pattern each time, and it gets really repetitive. And each part of the level you go through, it's the same missions each time, from defeating a certain number of enemies to finding a number of certain objects in order to move on. This will get boring over time. This brings us to our next problem. Each level is always very rare, and at times they aren't appealing at all. As a way to help get variety, the developers decided to put enemies when the levels aren't having you perform a mission. But the majority of the time, you will just be running away from them and just trying to end the level. To top it off, the music is close to non-existent, as it's very quiet, even if you have it up at full blast. Half the time, you'll only notice it when there isn't any enemies on the screen. Nicktoons Unite is a very mediocre title with bare levels and boring gameplay. But the fact that you get to see the Nicktoons interact with each other and the puzzle solving will keep the kids entertained for at least a few hours is enough to make the game be average. But I really want to give this game a D. But I really can't do that, so I'm going to give this a C. As it will keep your kids entertained for the day, and there is some enjoyment out of this game. It's not horrible. So that's about it. Well, join me next time as we take a look at Battle for Volcano Island. Bye!